How's everyone doing tonight? This is gonna be a very quick live stream. I'm probably just gonna do some lighting. Might do some blocking. I might bring in a couple of actors. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing a full live stream tonight. I don't know how I'm feeling. But right now, I'm just going in and kind of tearing down a couple of scenes here. And see how it works out. Just going to probably add a couple of buildings here. No, we don't need all this stuff. So I'm just kind of tearing it down. I do have a couple shot ideas here. This is just one of my little things right now where no, not at a vampire hour. I'm just doing something quickly. It's gonna be kind of a busy night, so I thought, yeah, I might as well do something quickly. All right, let's take this. Yeah, it's a little odd too. Normally I do these kind of late night streams, but not tonight. So I'll be working with Unreal Engine tonight. We're just kind of doing something. I might even, well, who knows? Who knows how I'm feeling. You'll probably see me do quick renders and everything. And I'm probably going to be stopping in a half an hour. We'll see how this works. Right now, I'm just basically going through. We'll get a set going. Probably get some actors here. So, yeah. But yeah, the goal today is just like I said. This is going to be. I want to get at least something done, some work. I may actually have to tear down a lot of the set. Only what I don't see. That's the thing. I always film. When it comes to sets, I like to only build what this actually comes from like a demo. And I thought, hey, this works pretty well. Only issue is that it's kind of tough. It's a little intensive, so we might need to crank up the lighting here. There we go. Let's also work on the bloom too for this. Yeah, that'll do just fine. So, yeah, what caught my eye is some of the. Let's actually. I want to do a couple more things. Let's let's actually get the light source here and add a few more to a light source. See what that'll do for us. No, I think that's a little excessive. So let's just do something like this. Put this down here. And let's decrease this here. Let's increase the glow value by like at least 5. At least 5 here. Okay. So you have pretty decent lighting here. So probably, I don't know if I'll probably do something like this. Character walks in. Just thinking the lights where they're going to be. I think here, but so I'll keep the camera here. And what I don't see, I'm probably just going to get rid of. I think, what did I set? I think I set this at 25. I think 25 is fine for what it is. You know, walking through here, character walk, somewhere. I think, ooh, yeah, this will definitely, I want a character walking through here, walking. Shot like this. You got, this is what I kind of look for. Right through here, we'll have to see if we can light it. Right through here, and then once they walk through, you can see. Enter. Probably door opens up and they enter inside. We'll see. Sky's the limit with these things. Thinking like door will fly open. Nope, not that door. Maybe this door. You know. They walk inside. Boom, boom. 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. You know. That's probably how I'm going to cut this. So, a few things I'm going to add here, just for the sake of it. I think we need more decal work. You have this, maybe. Just kind of getting a couple of rough ideas here. Oh, there we go. Looks like the puddle got installed. Whoop, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, decals are your best friend with these things. Doesn't seem much, but something like this could add a little bit more value. All right. So, let's do some blocking. Probably put an actor here. I'm just kind of thinking what to do. So in iClone, I probably put them like this here. So we can put some actors here. Place them here, so it's pretty easy. I don't know if I could do this in 15 minutes. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot here. Need to install a couple plugins as well. I have a couple goals. I want to do like a massive, just a massive rendering in animation. See how far I can get with something. We'll see. Don't have much plans for the weekend. You know, when it comes to some work, just some editing and a few other things. But we'll see. See how this goes. So let's see, we have a character here, we have some lighting. I'm just going to get, like I said, I'm just going to get rid of some useless stuff here, like this. Anything that kind of takes up space, you know. Probably don't need any of these. I thought about adding... I probably don't need a whole lot of these, actually. I could just delete this. Because what I'm looking for a handful of shots. So if I'm having issues, have a character stand down here. Ooh, wait, what's this? That is, on the one hand, that would be fun. So how do you process? Do you storyboard, draw out scenes? I don't really storyboard. I used to do a lot of it, but I have like a... So when it comes to scenes and how I assemble, I have like a rough idea. I have a... First I go through my script. And in this instance, I'm just kind of setting up action. So I kind of think of what first is like, what am I trying to convey to the audience? What mood? So what's the whole point of the scene? So we have a character. I think what I plan to do is like a setup. There I can actually draw out, okay, what am I planning, like mood, is it suspenseful? Sorry, I'm suspenseful, sorry, whatever, I'm screwing up my words. In my drawing, what am I drawing to the audience? Then I kind of play around with it. I have a couple shot ideas. Let's do a medium. Sometime, and you'll probably see me render multiple shots at a time, where I'll do like a close-up, long shot. I kind of go through it, so I'll render it and then get a rough idea, and then I'll probably cut it and think, okay, this will work, or this won't work, or maybe I'll find out. But a lot of it is I have a couple of rough idea shots to work with. Sometimes I'll do like previs stuff, like what you're seeing me do now is just me kind of planning out a couple of things. Who knows? I've actually, I really want, God, I want Shot Deck so badly. Like previously, I would go to Shot Deck just to get a couple of rough ideas what I want to convey. So I would go through, I would find a bunch of shots to what I'm looking for. I do have like a vision, a couple of visions in my head, what I'm aiming for, what conveys the mood, and I just go with it, and then I kind of shoot randomly, and then I just kind of piece it together. There's even though I'm kind of screwing up my explanation, I have a couple of ideas like what I'm looking for. What am I trying to convey? Right now, I'm getting Train Spotting 2 ideas. Shoot. Like how I want to approach this. So originally I thought, hey, we can do something. I think this could work very well. But the question is why? Something I have to think about. Like what am I going for here? So how much is it monthly? First, let me just log in and have a look-see. I always lose my train of thought. When it comes to working out the scene, the first thing is what are you trying to convey? This is the first thing that you should think about. What are you trying to convey to your audience? What are you trying to tell this? How are you trying to tell the story? What are you trying to convey? And sometimes this is where I'll get, if I get lost, I kind of go by a couple references, like, oh, what are we trying, what mood? When I see a scene like this, like even this angle, I'm getting weird. Like I have a couple of ideas, like I want to go for, and like what scenes, what kind of movies, what I want to go for here. I'm really trying, like I'm a little hesitant on showing Train Spotting 2 because one, there's well, let me actually go and save a couple of images here. This is a really good one. I'll just save the images and I'll show you guys. You know, I can't show the video clips, but you know, yeah, sure. Just going through it here. So stuff like this here. This is T2. So there's a mood here, like, and here's what I'm thinking about. I think there's, so the scene is this character, she's getting ready for a fight. She's ready to take on an assignment. So I think there's something a little off. And I think there might be some tension or something. I don't know why, but this angle, I'm gonna try this angle here. When a character walks, I'm gonna have her walk. See if I can actually. I don't know if I should do the stairs, but I'll probably. Oh, that's gonna be tough because the stairs are gonna be kind of a bitch. Just kind of have her walk here, and then, you know, if maybe it's something disjointed. I don't know. But I kind of want it like something a little uneasy, you know. And this one's screaming to me. So I'm going to keep this angle here. And I have a couple ideas what to work with. But it's all like when you're planning your shots, it's always about what hit, what kind of emotional hit you're going for. I know I'm kind of sounding a little crazy, but so that's really what I primarily look for. What has a huge impact? So maybe she walks through here, maybe. Ooh, I do love this. So I have like a couple ideas what to work for. A few things I always look for is composition. I look for lines. I look for what I call, you know, lines, composition, character standing. I kind of picture activity, so people standing, maybe some like it's all about environment. What I can use to tell the story. What am I drawing to? Is this a dangerous neighborhood? Is this something that, you know, character feels threatened? That kind of thing. So do I put this at eye level? Do I put this at 3? Do I off kilter? You know, do we put this at a canted angle like this? Is this extreme? Maybe something a little, you know, something odd. What are you trying to convey? And next is, you know, you see colors and everything. Blue, you know, I like working with. I'm starting to experiment more with color. You know, is there a mood? Do I boom boom? Do I use music to cut to it? Do I work with it? What am I trying to convey? Boom boom. Like what am I trying to do? Is there jump cuts? Do we experiment? Do we what works? It depends on what scene you're trying to do. Because, you know, the idea is, you know, I can have her walk and then you do a camera angle, you know, or you just have her walking up pressing the button, or how are you going to express it? What are you trying to convey? So could I do something different? So maybe I do jump cuts. I go, who knows? I can go her walking, boom, and then, you know, we have let's duplicate this a couple times. So maybe I just screw around here. So instead of you know, we have 100, we have 25, maybe I just jump from 25 to 75 to 150. So boom 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 boom, you know, cut. What am I like? It makes me think, like, what am I trying to convey? So And these are the kind of questions that I usually think about in my shots, how I convey a shot, how I work with it. So do I work with this, and then we go here, and then boom, 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 walk through. I don't know. How do I work with it? Do I do a zoom in? Because how is she feeling? How the character's feeling? Do I do it slow? Do I do fast cutting? Do I cut to music? I have like 1,000 things that race through my mind, and the only way is just going through different shots, having like a plan, going through mood and scene and everything, and then just laying it out there. And sometimes it's worth experimenting. It's worth it, what I call experiment. Do we, so you see me play with this, all right, do we work with that? Do we play around with it? That's kind of up to you. Like, it depends on your scene, how, Jesus. So, yeah, it makes me wonder, yeah, should I jump cut it? Should I, like, what are you trying, what mood? So, those are the questions I think about when it comes to my scenes. Yeah, you can have someone just go walking up, but yeah, sure, that can work. You know, do we do a long take? Do we do cuts? Do we make things? What works? I don't know. That's something I'll think about when I'm. And sometimes I just write it down. I write down like, okay, how do I experiment? How do I play around with it? And sometimes I just go, screw it, I have an idea, and then I just jump into it and I try it out. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I think for this scene, let's actually add a level sequence here. So I'll go entryway. So I'm just going to go through the cameras here. I don't do camera switch at all, or I don't work with the camera tracks. I don't personally like it because, number one, I'd rather just edit. So we have character walking through, and then I'll probably have like a multi-camera setup here. So I'll have them walking down and then walk and cut. So, and then finally kind of walk through. Now the question is, what music do I play with? Yeah, I think Studio Binders, it's a pretty good basic film school. And it kind of teaches you like the principles and stuff to work with. And this is what I kind of touched on this subject last night, is the most important thing is for you, find out what works for you. Find out your style, find out what works with mood, and then just play with it and build up a style. The more, like, what makes you you. that's the most important thing to think about. You know, what's your style, what's your choices, how do you edit and cut. So you can tell. So I probably would have a character here. Maybe she walks. So maybe I'd just go. Honestly, this would be something like I would completely break the rules. I would, yeah, I would love. Here's, oh god, I know exactly how I would. I'm running. I'm gonna be running late for something, but I'm gonna leave in five. I'll leave in a few minutes. I just realized what this could be, what shot this could be. What's actually changed the body of the lens here? I want a security camera. And we're going to crop it to 2.39. And what's this camera here? I would love to do like security camera. Like do a security camera of her walking through, then there, and then cut. Kind of a zoom in. I think that would make a whole lot of sense. I need to think. I'm gonna write this down a bit. I think the reason why I would choose like security cameras, like the sense of being watched. Characters would bring it up. We kept been keeping an eye on you, so I'll probably bring up security cameras, have that randomly cut in, maybe do like a zoom in. So this is like on a 12 centimeter. Yeah, this is on 12, so off here. So what I would do is probably set up my shots from using as a from security camera. I'll probably set it up somewhere. So maybe probably something like this. Heck, we even have a camera, so I could probably cut here and then cut here. So that, yeah, cut the camera, security camera, multiple cuts. So cut. Make it pretty disjointed. I just want to kind of train. I just want to do something different than your standard walking scene. I want to kind of cut it, in a certain way that appears to be interesting. So, I mean, this is just me messing around. Sorry, I didn't have time to work with iClone. I'll probably just set this up later when I get back. But right now, I'm going to call it good. Thank you guys for watching me sit and ramble and go through my mindset. But yeah, sense of being watched, tension. So maybe security cameras. Cut. Do maybe like a quick zoom. Quick zoom. Cut. Like being watched. Characters sitting around. go through this, couple ideas here. Yeah, play around with it. And I might go get Shot Deck and kind of make a little film deck here and go through what I want to try out, and kind of go through this, kind of go through it eventually. We can show you my little process of setting up shots and planning and everything, like when I take it really seriously. This is just me screwing around thinking, okay, we can do this and try this and this and this. We can cut multiple times, and once I'm in the editing room, hey, this will work or this will work, and who knows, maybe I'll just change my perspective after I eat or go, oh, that's stupid, let's try something else. But anyways, thank you for watching my unusual time at 5 p.m. So yeah, no longer my midnight sessions.